Yo-hone! Jonas the bonus! Ladies and gentlemen, tell me when you're here. Let me know when you arrive. I'm intrigued. Hopefully I've started the right quiz. Is it the right one? I think it is. I hope it is. How are we doing, everybody? Where are you all? How are you all feeling? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. TTT, it's that one. Pretty certain it's this one. How are we? Are we all well? Rapids, Rob. Welter Skelter. Good to see you. How are you doing? The Rapid Tranks first in the house. I like it. I like it a lot. How are you keeping, guys? You keeping well? Happy? Content? Are we doing good? Are we doing well? Are we doing fine? How are you doing? Jenny, the originals. The bookends are here as well. Now, bookends and originals, your rounds this week. You probably already know because you've seen the text messages, but I haven't got your jokers. So it's history, science and nature, or potluck, please. And a number between 5 and 355. That's what you need to tell me. Hello, Emily. Hello, Emily. Hello. How are you doing? Are we doing okay? So, guys, if anybody was watching on Saturday, a catastrophic event occurred. I was dancing like this, go backwards and forwards like this. And I danced backwards, and a noise sounded like this, crack. And I'd stood on my ukulele with this, stood on it, and it sort of snapped the ukulele. It didn't. It broke the face of the ukulele, and it was a horrible time. It was a very upsetting time. However, I have managed to fix the ukulele. The ukulele is here. Oh, look! Merchandise. It's not merchandise. So now the ukulele looks like this. Check it out. We've got some stickers. We've got some stickers. I particularly like this one, the Winnie the Pooh plaster. Now you can't really see the crack, but it goes a lot. It goes from here all the way up past there. So I kind of stood on it there, but it's fine. I took it into the shed, into the workshop, and glued it together. You can't really even see. You might just be able to see the crack. I don't know. It's weird. There, yeah, you can just see it. You see it? That's where the crack went, and it went all the way up. All the way along. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at my hair. Jesus. Yeah, look at that. Horrible. Anyway, it's fixed. Oh, there's still bits. Not happy about bits banging about in it. But anyway, we've got some nice stickers. We've got Snoopy. We've got that cool. You see this one? Look at that one. Look at that. You see what they are? Look at that. They're cats. Cats inside a pumpkin. Hee hee. How good is that? Anyway, the ukulele is fine. More importantly, how are you all doing? That's what I care about. Are we well? Ah, brilliant. Hold on. What have we got? Originals. Potluck, and we're saying only 2 mueslis, Francis, you'll be fine. Hound is on his way. I got it, Rob. Don't worry, I'm on that. What have we got? Potluck and 44. I'll put potluck in. Potluck for the bookends as well. And we're going with Buonasera. Bene. And 55. Okay. I will look for those when we get around to it. I think I've got everybody's bits and bobs. Now, those of you who stayed with us last week after the strange happenings of whatever. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I have no idea. It's not happened since. I really don't know. But obviously, I couldn't see your I couldn't see any of your comments, so I just didn't know. I thought the stream had stopped, so I didn't know what was going on. And so I sort of turned it off. Then you were all sort of chatting at me, which is exactly what I would like you to do. And we've eventually, half an hour later or something like that, 45 minutes later, we got it back on. And we finished the quiz, which was excellent. So well done those who stuck around. Boo-hoo commiserations for those of you who didn't bother. Okay, you know who you are. Now we've got quite a lot of teams here. We're just waiting on whether the Accidentals or the Spoonettes are going to join us. Otherwise, I have everything here. Jenny, Mick, how are you doing? April, how are you doing? Has anybody got any news with regards to possible openings of pubs or similar establishments or environments? Has anybody got anything they can share? Has anybody got anything they can share with the whole class, please? I would like you to share it with the whole class because I'm interested personally. I'm interested. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. There was no cake. I was thinking about that the other day, Mick. I was thinking, Mick said he was going to bring me some cake. There's no cake. Yes, I thought that. I did. One of these mornings, I thought that in the shower, Monday or Tuesday. I did think it. How are we doing anyway, guys? Are we okay? Is everybody looking forward to getting back to normality? Is it happening? Is it happening anytime soon? Is what I'm asking, because it's not really here. It's still sort of no work, the same kind of thing. Has it changed for you? Tell me. I want you to tell me what the bally hell is going on. Now, we're waiting for LTS are yet to arrive. We're also waiting for Amaze to turn up, and we're also waiting for Unit 4 to turn up, and Bellaflex as well. So we're waiting for some people, but in the interim, 4th of July, is it the 4th of July? Okay, I like it, Mikey. Right, I'm going to give you your picture round so you can have a look. You get a sneak peek, as it were. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A sneak peek of your picture round. What have you got? Musical duos. Musical duos. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, you need to name them. You don't need to... Well, you do, actually. Some of them you need to name both of their names, because that's what they're known as. But most of them, some of them also go by a band name as well. So, you just need to work out who all of those people are. You have a good amount of time to do it. Obviously, we'll show this, as always, everybody. We'll show this at the end of each round before we mark each round. Anybody think that looks a little bit like Matt from the K team? This one here, number 12. Look at that. That looks a little bit like Matt. Who else is in here? Who else can I see in here? Who else is in here? Okay, there are not many more looky-likeys, but there you go. Other than these guys, obviously, they both look like me. So yes, you shouldn't have too much trouble with these guys. So they're all very famous musical duos, duets. But what is the name that they sang under? What is the name of their band, or what are they known as? As I said, I think most of these, I think you're going to be okay. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be just fine. But we will start, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as the others get here. Let's just switch back. I've taken a little pew here, you see. I've taken a little seat. Doing okay. Trying to log on computer, but here. Okay. Elaine, Tina, and Ian from Amaze are here. Good to see you guys. Wow, I'm sat down, but I'm really low. I just realised I was really, really low. So, we're almost all here. Yeah, 4th of July for the pubs opening. I think that's going to be, if they reduce the social distancing distance as well from 2 meters to 1 meter, I think that can really, that's almost normal, isn't it? Kind of. You know, it's sort of. I think we'll do better with the 1 meter than we would with the 2 meters, but we shall wait and see what's going on. We are late. I am on walk home with my son. Okay, Matt. Well, then there you go. Tom, LTS nearly here. You'll start without Matt. No problem. Doing okay now. Are we here? I'm here with everyone quizzing. Very good. And the Bella Flexes are trying to get in. Sarah, how are you doing? Yo, indeed. Are you okay? Are you well? Are you keeping good? Andy and Ben. Where's Rob Ruth? He's been quiet of late. What's happened? Is he all right? He's not in hospital, is he? I hope he's okay. Sarah, are you with... Don't worry, guys. I've got all your numbers and I got all your joke arounds. So I'm very happy with everything. We're ready to roll. We are pretty much ready to roll. The first round tonight, I think, is history. I think that's how we're gonna take it. We're gonna go in easy with history, and then crank it up a notch with science. Yep, I think that's the way it's gonna go. Yes, Paul, we are good. Flex 77. It's going to be a close run thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a good feeling about this. I've got a very good feeling in my everything, in my whole body. Oh yeah. So let's get ready. Sarah, whose team are you on? Are you playing with Unit 4? Is that what's happening? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to try and think that you're playing as Quarantine, and I'm not going to know what's going on. Tell me, my family. The windows are open. As I said, the ukulele is now sporting some fixing stickers. I quite like it, to be honest. I love that Winnie the Pooh plaster is genius. My mum would like that. She likes Winnie the Pooh, but she also likes Snoopy as well. Anyway, thanks to my wife for the majority of these stickers. LJ always has loads of stickers everywhere, and I've just managed to. Little bit of hope, little bit of hope, little bit of hope, little bit of hope. There you go. There's a song for Hope and Sarah. Okay, so Sarah, that sounds to me as if the Quarantine are in the house. So let's put you in. Do you want to give me a quick joke around history, science, and potluck? Which one do you want? And give me a number between 5 and 355, just as an additional one. And I will put you in, and then we're going to start, guys. So get yourselves ready. Quarantine. Get yourselves ready because we are going to get going. We are going to get some going. So which one would you prefer to have your... What is this? A little bit of ukulele that's fallen out. Don't know if you can see that. That's ukulele. I'll go there with the rest of the ukulele. History 264. Thank you very much, Sarah. Perfect. Quarantine 264. If we get to that, we'll get to it. We're going to start then, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go. Welcome back. How are you all feeling? Apparently, Paul said in Swindon it's already thunderstormed, so I think the thunderstorm. I think the thunderstorm is on the way to us. So when it starts, let me know because I will peek through the blinds like everyone's favourite Nana window. Right, let's get rid of the music. Music off. Gone. And let's start the quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, round 1. For the 6th, I believe, joint Thomas Kemp and Saltdean massive quiz. Here we go. Your first round is history. We have a few jokers on history, just to let you know. And the first question is this. Serious now, ladies and gentlemen. Serious business. Quiz business. Quizness. Question 1. In what country? Goody. In what country was Leon Trotsky assassinated? In August 1940 by Ramon Mercader, a Spanish-born Soviet agent. So in what country was Leon Trotsky assassinated in August 1940? Fed up watering. I know, it's hard work, isn't it? The rains are gonna come and they're gonna get us wet. Question number 2. Question number 2, ladies and gentlemen, in your favourite history round. Question 2. In 1993, Eritrea gained independence from what African country? In 1993, Eritrea gained independence from what African country? History is a phenomenal thing. It is. Without it, well, nothing would have happened, would it? Nothing would have happened. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of Greek history. All the best real history here on this quiz. Number 3, in Greek mythology, it's not even history. In Greek mythology, who is the twin brother of Artemis? In Greek mythology, who is the twin brother of Artemis? Who is it? I'll give you a clue. You've heard of him. Yes, you have. Yes, you bally well have. As always, guys, at 8 o'clock, before we do the music round, we'll have a little ablutions break, a little 5 minutes, so you can go in any which way you choose. Still, my arm's still not right after doing those exercises with LJ a couple of weeks ago. It's ridiculous. My shoulder. Oh. It's not funny. Number 4. Question number 4. In which year? And I'm going to give you. I'm going to change the question. In which decade? In which decade? See how nice I am. In which decade did an earthquake and subsequent fire destroy more than 80% of San Francisco? So in which decade did an earthquake and then the subsequent fires destroy more than 80% of San Francisco? I was going to ask you for the year, but I've changed it to decade because I'm a big softie. That's what's happened. There you go. If you want to tell me the year when you answer, fine. Fine and damn. Oh, and my elbow. She was making me do these horrible things. Number 6, -1. Number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Born in Leicester in 1862, what was the name of the Elephant Man? Born in Leicester or Leicester. Born in Leicester, 1862. What was the name of the Elephant Man? I was going to do an impression. How could I possibly do an impression of the Elephant Man? Paul, Brothers Grimm. Very good. Number 6, ladies and gentlemen. The real question number 6. 6? Jesus. I've actually been working all day. I just can't speak. Question number 6. The Something Pact. The Something Pact. What name was given to the military alliance from 1955 to 1991 between 8 communist states in Eastern Europe? So it was the Something Pact. But what name was given to the military alliance from 1955 to 1991 between 8 communist states in Eastern Europe? What was the name of that pact? What was it? I like it. You're all taking it. You're very serious. There's a lot of conferring. There's a lot of serious quizzing going on. It's very good. That is obviously why you are here. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Savone! William Travis, Davy Crockett, and James Bowie were killed in what battle? William Travis, James Bowie, and Davy Crockett were all killed in what battle? Famous battle from history. Football's come back on, hasn't it? Now, I was watching TV the other day. This does happen. And I saw an advert for BT Sport. BT Sport said to me in this advert about the Premier League, all of the Premier League matches that are remaining in this season are going to be on BT Sport. This is not true. Imagine my horror today when I tried to find if I could watch them or tape them, and I could not. BT Sport are filthy liars and nothing more. Question number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Credited with shooting down almost 1,300 enemy aircraft in World War One. 1,300 enemy aircraft in World War One. What animal name is given to the British Sopwith biplane? It's the Sopwith what? It's a biplane, World War One. It's credited with shooting down 1,300 enemy aircraft. World War One. What animal name is given to the British biplane that's called the Sopwith what? Yes. I think you all know that you are doing well. Or I can't see your comments again. Imagine that. Imagine if that would happen. Number 9, ladies and gentlemen. This is a cracking question. Question number 9. In which decade... Huh? Did you hear Wilbur meowing? In which decade did Colonel Harland Sanders begin selling fried chicken from his roadside restaurant in Corbin, Kentucky, some 20 years before branding himself as KFC? So in what decade did the Colonel start selling fried chicken in Kentucky before branding as KFC? And it was 20 years before he rebranded as KFC. But what decade did Colonel Sanders start selling fried chicken? When was it? Please, somebody write something in the chat. Number 10. This is what happened last week. If it happens again, I'm not doing this again. Number 10. Question number 10, ladies and gentlemen. In history, which military organisation was created by King Louis Philippe on the 10th of March, 1831? So which military organisation was created by King Louis Philippe on the 10th of March, 1831? What is the name of the military organisation created by King Louis Philippe on the 10th of March, 1831? If anybody's writing anything in the chat, I can't see it. So that's where we are. I'll go through those one more time for you, ladies and gentlemen, and then I might have to try and do something else to try and see what the chat says. Yes! Sarah, thank you. Why did you all let that happen? Why did you not put something in the chat? Why did you do that? You horrible people. You are horrible people. I started to think again that it happened again. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Rob. You rotters. Okay, here we go. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen. In what country was Leon Trotsky assassinated in 1940 by Ramon Mercader? Number 2. In 1993, Eritrea gained independence from what African country? Number 3. In Greek mythology, who is the twin brother of the goddess Artemis? Number 4. In which year, in which decade did an earthquake and the subsequent fires destroy more than 80% of San Francisco, the city of San Francisco? Number 5, ladies and gentlemen. You're all too busy concentrating. Thank you. Good. Good. Number 5. What was the name of the Elephant Man, born in Leicester, 1862? What was his actual name? Number 6. The Something Pact. What name was given to the military alliance from 1955 to 1991 between 8 communist states in Eastern Europe? Number 7. William Travis, James Bowie, or James Bowie, or James Bowie, and Davy Crockett were killed in what battle? Number 8. Credited with shooting down 1,300 enemy aircraft in World War One. What animal name is given to the British biplane called the Sopwith what? Number 9. In which decade did Colonel Sanders begin selling fried chicken in Kentucky? 20 years before rebranding as KFC. It was 20 years before, so that's what I want. And number 10, which military organisation was created by King Louis Philippe in March 1831? You have your first 10. And I'm now going to give you your picture round because some of you haven't seen it, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is. There you go. What you have here is failure to communicate. No, what you actually have here is 20 famous musical duos, ladies and gentlemen. Some of them go by their names, and some of them have band names. So you just need to work out who is who and write them down. Have a good think, especially some of the girls, the 2 girls, number 16, number 14. Some of them are a little bit more difficult. 12 might be difficult. 18, no, maybe not 18. 19, probably. Yeah, 3. Some people might have struggles with that. I think everybody's going to get over 10, I think. So, and then if you start getting over 15s, you're doing very well. So get these written down. The ones you definitely know, get them written down. Don't forget, we'll be watching, we'll be spying this slide. We'll be spying this screen at the end of each round. But I'll give you another 10 seconds just to get any more down that you know already. Quickly. Or take a picture of it or do whatever you need to do if you can. And then you can work on it whilst we're doing the quiz proper. That is, like an executive quizzer type thing to do, like an elite quizzer. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, here we go. Bring you back in the room. We are going to mark. There we go. Bosh, bish, bosh, board. There we are. We're going to mark the first round. History, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Feel free, guys. You are allowed to write in the chat. It's the only way that I know that you're there. Okay? Just saying. Number 1. In what country was Leon Trotsky assassinated? It was Mexico. Number 2. Eritrea gained independence in 1993 from Ethiopia. Number 3. Who is the twin brother of Artemis? It is Apollo. Number 4. In what decade did the massive earthquake and the fires destroy almost all of San Francisco? It was the 1900s. It was 1906. So it's 1900s. Okay, that's what I want. The 1900s. Pardon me. Number 5. What was the name of the Elephant Man? It was Joseph Merrick. His name is Joseph Merrick. I will accept John Merrick. He wasn't actually called John Merrick. He was that was sort of like an erroneous moniker that he had attached to him. He was actually called Joseph Merrick, but I will accept John Merrick because everybody still calls him John Merrick, which is wrong. Number 6. What was the name of the military alliance between the 8 communist states from 55 to 91? It was the Warsaw Pact. Ladies and gentlemen. Number 7. The Battle of what killed William Travis, James Bowie, and David Crockett? It was the Battle of the Alamo. Remember the Alamo. Number 8. What was the name of the biplane, the British Sopwith biplane in World War One that was superb in decimating the enemy? It was the Sopwith Camel. It's that classic, that era biplane. Beautiful plane as well, it were. Number 9. In which decade did Colonel Sanders start selling fried chicken? And it was 20 years before KFC. Well, if I tell you that KFC came out in the 50s, He started selling his chicken in the 30s, 1930s. And then after 20 years, he got big enough and he rebranded himself as Kentucky Fried Chicken. Number 10, lastly, number 10, King Louis Philippe created what military organization in 1831? It was the French Foreign Legion, of course. They are your answers, ladies and gentlemen. Fire your scores over if you have them, but I'll go through them quickly again. Number 1, Mexico. Number 2, Ethiopia. Number 3, Apollo. Number 4, it was the 1900s. It was 1906, but I'll accept the 1900s. Number 5 is Joseph Merrick, but I'll accept John Merrick. Number 6 is the Warsaw Pact. Number 7 is the Battle of the Alamo. Number 8 is the Sopwith Camel. Number 9 is the 1930s. And number 10 is the Foreign Legion. How did we all do? Look at these scores pouring in. Unit 4, Ruth, well done. 8 points to the best. 16. 8 points for them, but doubled because of their joker. Everybody's getting 8 points. Well done. What were the questions that caught you out? Emily, 10. All of them correct. It's just bonkers. Well, maybe they weren't that hard. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Not sure. Rob, 6 for the Rapids. Well done, guys. You've got your joker to come on Science. Nice. 6 for the Mueslies as well. Very good. 8 for Bellaflex. Nice. There are some high scores here, guys. 9 for LTS. It was all a bit rushed. You were halfway home when I started. Ah, well, LTS. I don't think that's my fault, is it? But nice to have you with us. 10 for the bookends. No joker. Oh, dear. Upsetting. I thought those were a little bit harder than that. And 6 for the Foxies. I think that's everything. Just the originals. Jenny and Mick, how did you do? I've missed you. I've not got you. 6. It was all 6s or 8s, ladies and gentlemen. It was all 6s or 8s or 10s. That is what you've done. And then, obviously, you can see where you've got. We have 2 teams near the top. One with 20. The Super 6. One with 16. The Quarantine Sarah and her daughter, Hope. Then we have the bookends with 10. Then we have LTS with 9. We have 8s and 8s and 8s and 6s and 6s and 6s. And it's all fine. But it's on to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. A proper film round for you. Film quotes. A go-go. Now, this week, I'm going to ask you for the name of the film and the year that the film came out. And I'm only going to give you 1 year either way. I'm sick to the back teeth being so soft on you, so easy on you guys. So I'm going to be a little bit harder. So I'm going to give you the 10 film quotes. And then you're going to tell me the name of the film, which shouldn't be too difficult, but the year that the film came out. And you only get 1 year either side, okay? Here we go. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen. The film quote goes like this. Imagine a room full of lots of people wearing suits. And he says, I've been a poor man. And I've been a rich man. And I choose rich every fucking time. I've been a poor man, and I've been a rich man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Remember, a room full of people wearing suits, or at least a very smart dress. That's number 1, ladies and gentlemen. A fairly recent film. I'll give you a clue. Within the last 20 years, say, for example. It's not that much of a clue, but it is a clue. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Film quote number 2. Back on the film quotes. Feels good. Feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? Feels good to be back on those. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Very funny film. A very old film as well, but anyway, the line goes like this. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Yeah. One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Very funny film. Very funny film. Very funny man. I don't care about the man. I only care about the film. What is the film called? When did the film come out? It's a very famous film. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. Very good. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Film quote number 3. Now, half of these film quotes have come from the American Film Institute's top 100 film lines of all time. The other half are more recent films that certain websites and filmy type places think that these will become classic film lines. So the first one, for example, they think that that will become a classic film line. Anyway, here we go. Number 3. We're coming back to modern days. The line goes like this. There's 100,000 streets in this city. You don't need to know the route. You give me a time and a place, I give you a 5-minute window. Anything happens in those 5 minutes, I'm yours, no matter what. Anything happens a minute either side of that and you're on your own. Do you understand? No nonsense. Pretty much. There is 100,000 streets in this city. You don't need to know the route. You give me a time and a place. I give you a 5-minute window. Anything happens in those 5 minutes, I'm yours, no matter what. Anything happens a minute either side, and you're on your own. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? Maybe. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4. So again, one of the older films. Here we go. Number 4. Very famous film. And one of the lines is this. After all, tomorrow is another day. After all, tomorrow is another day. What film could that possibly be from, ladies and gentlemen? A film in the news at the minute, no less. Because let's be honest, it's not very PC by today's standards, is it? Number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, again, we're coming back into the modern day now. Back into the modern day. Imagine me wearing a nice sort of plain light blue dress. I volunteer. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as tribute is the line. Simple and short. I've kept them short and as sweet like a Poughkeepsie pie for you this week. What's a Poughkeepsie pie, you might ask? Well, Google it. Don't Google it. Number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Again, back to the AFI's top 100 most famous lines of movie history. And this is from the early half of last century. Clue. I've done this one before for all of you, but can you remember what the name of the film is? Great line. And the line goes like this. Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges. Oh, under the collar. Badges. We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges, said the half Mexican Spanish accent that I did. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Number 7, and I will go through these quickly at the end, which is nice to do, isn't it? Number 7. Haven't done an outside pop for a while. Feels good. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine. A little prop. Come on. Don't tell me I don't take this seriously. Number 7.
Well, perhaps she's wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
Well, perhaps he's wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane, says a man with a mask over his face. What film, ladies and gentlemen, could that possibly be? I'm giving you all of the clues. This is quite nice, aren't they? These are our masks. Hermetically sealed. Obviously, no coronas getting in there. My cat could get in there. Ridiculous. Number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Number 8. Again, we're going back to an older film, certainly from last century, and the line goes like this. Classic, but what film is it? Do you know? Go ahead. Make my day. There you go. Go ahead, make my day. You all know that was Clint Eastwood because of the impression. But what film was it, ladies and gentlemen? What film was it? And what year did that film come out? Now, if you get the wrong film, you're probably going to choose the wrong year. But that's just the way it is. You got to play. Badges? Yes, Sarah, badges. Number 9, ladies and gentlemen. What film is this from? Again, we're coming back into the more recents now. Number 9. Dobby never meant to kill. Dobby only meant to harm or seriously injure. What film is that from, ladies and gentlemen? And I need the exact Harry Potter film, please. Which Harry Potter does Dobby say that? Dobby the house elf. In what film does he say, Dobby never meant to kill, Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure? Bearing in mind, he's not in many of them. So, have a think. And then pick one. And then have a pick on the year as well. And remember, with the years, you can have 1 year either way. Because we're back. We're easing ourselves back. We're easing ourselves back into the normal sort of live quiz environment. Okay, so I want you all to breathe. Just keep breathing. When you think you're talking to each other, tapping away, just take it easy. We're coming back. We're coming back. Okay? Okay. Number 10. And we're going back in time again. This is another one of the most famous lines of all time. And it really is, and it's a great line. Any actor would have been happy without being able to say this line. And the line is this. They call me Mr. Tibbs. Great line. And a fantastic actor. They call me Mr. Tibbs. What film is that from, ladies and gentlemen? Classic film. I nearly told you what decade it came from, but I managed to hold it in. Skill, professional. Been doing this for a long time. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm just saying sometimes I don't fuck up all the time. You know, that's a benefit. Here we go again. Number 1. And this is one of the modern ones. It goes modern, older, modern, older, modern, older, modern, older. Number 1. I've been a poor man, and I've been a rich man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Number 2. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Number 3. There's 100,000 streets in this city. You don't need to know the route. You give me a time and a place, and I'll give you a 5-minute window. Anything happens in that 5 minutes, and I'm yours. No matter what. Anything happens a minute either side, you're on your own. Do you understand? Toothpick. Number 4. After all, tomorrow is another day. Number 5. I volunteer as tribute. Big clue. Number 6. Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges. Number 7. Such a good film. Number 7.
Well, perhaps he's wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
Number 8. Go ahead. Make my day. Number 9. Dobby never meant to kill. Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure. And number 10. They call me Mr. Tibbs. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. 10 exceptionally delivered film quotes for you. I'll put your picture round back up for you so you can have a little look. You'll only get to see this a few more times. We've got maybe 3 or 4. 3 or 4 little times. As I said, I'm pretty certain you all should smash out 10 of them pretty quickly. Just run through the ones you definitely know and mark up the ones you're unsure of. They span quite far, really. I think they span from sort of 60s and that era all the way up to the 2000s, maybe, if not further on. Sorry about the aspect ratio on some of them, but it's just, you know, what do you want from me? God damn it! It's just the way. It's just the way it is. There's a penchant for sunglasses, isn't there? Is that, or is he just blind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sunny wearers. Very nice. Okay, gonna put my mask back on. I might just wear it as a beard snood instead. Oh, that's better, isn't it? I think that's okay. Okay, let's bring you back in the room to get. Yeah, you see, just got a little snood on. Just keeping my beard. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, don't mind. God, it's a state of me. Why do I do this? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Right, here we go. Here are the answers, ladies and gentlemen, to your film round. Remember, it's 1 point for the name of the film, and it's another point for the year that the film comes out, and you can have 1 year either side. Now, even if you get the film wrong, but you get the year right, or the other way around, you still get 1 point, however way, okay? So here we go. Number 1. I've been a poor man, a rich man, I choose rich every time, is Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. Ladies and gentlemen. Number 2. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Is the brilliant Marx Brothers film Animal Crackers. It's Animal Crackers, 1930. It's 90 years old. Number 3, the one about driving in the city. I give you a 5-minute window. Do you understand, etc.? Is the brilliant Ryan Gosling. I really like Ryan Gosling. He's a very interesting actor, and he's also a very interesting guy. If you see his interviews and that, he's so quiet and so timid. Anyway, the film is called Drive. He plays the driver of a getaway car. The film is called Drive. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really good, and it's 2011. Drive 2011. Number 4. After all, tomorrow is another day. Classic line from Gone with the Wind. Vivien Leigh in Gone with the Wind. And the year, everybody by now should know, 1939. Gone with the Wind, 1939. Casablanca. Number 5. I Volunteer. I Volunteer as tribute is Jennifer Lawrence in the original Hunger Games, the first Hunger Games film. Called The Hunger Games. And it's 2012. The year is 2012. And remember, you can have 1 year either way. Number 6, the badges. The Spanish come Mexican badge wanderer. I don't need to show you any stinking badges. Is the brilliant Treasure of the Sierra Madre. It's a great film. You check it out. And it's 1948. 1948. Number 7. Perhaps he's wondering why
someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
It's not Alan Partridge. It is Tom Hardy as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. And it was 2012. 2012. Number 8. Go ahead, make my day. It is Clint Eastwood, as I told you. The film was Sudden Impact. Not to be confused with any other films. Sudden Impact, and it's 1983 was the year. I did sound like Bane then, didn't I? I did a very good impression of him. Thank you, Ian. You can come again. Number 9. Dobby never meant to kill, Dobby only meant to maim, is from Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now you have to have all of that in order to get the point. As long as you put Deathly Hallows Part 1 or Deathly Hallows 1, you get a point. If you didn't put that, you don't get a point. Harry Potter is not good enough because I fucking told you it was Harry Potter. And the year was 2010. 2010, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to keep moving around because if I don't, I'm just stood here. And it's really bad. Number 10, brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. Fantastic. And he is amazing. And he is, of course, Sidney Poitier. And it is In the Heat of the Night. They call me Mr. Tibbs. In the Heat of the Night, 1967. Very good film. In the Heat of the Night, 1967, number 10. Here we go. I'll give you those again, but fire your scores if you have them. Number 1, The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. Number 2, Animal Crackers, 1930. Number 3, Drive, 2011. 4, Gone with the Wind, 1939. 5, The Hunger Games, 2012. 6, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, 1948. 7, The Dark Knight Rises, or Batman The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. 8, Sudden Impact, 1983. Number 9, The Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, 2010. And number 10, In the Heat of the Night, 1967. How did you all do? Did we all do brilliantly? 10 for Unit 4. Well done there, the Mitchells. 10, 10, 10. 17 for LTS. Very good score, boys. Nice. 10 for Amaze. Super dupers. Over half on this is very good. 8 for the Rapids. Super scoring, guys. Can't wait to see you all in the boozer. Bella Flexage and the Welshage and Angela. 8. Well done. What else we got? 12 for the Quarantine. Nice. It's only 2 of you. Also, wasn't the last question also the name of the sequel? Hold on a minute, mate. Let me get me scores in first. 13 for the Super 6 on the films. They've gone down some. 5 for the originals. Not bad. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, you don't. That's just the way that works. 10 for the Mueslies. Well done, guys. This has split the pack somewhat. 13 for the Foxies. Well done. I personally think anything over 10 is good. 12 for the Bookmarks is good. Bookmarks? Bookends. I'm very sorry. For the Bookends is very good. What are you saying there, Matt? Well, the other... What was you saying? What were you saying there? In the Heat of the Night. What were you saying? Also, wasn't the last question also the name of the sequel? Wasn't the last question also the name of the question? Oh, what? The line, they call me Mr. Tibbs. Was that the sequel to In the Heat of the Night? If that's true, I didn't know that. That's very good. Double knowledge to know. Okay, guys, let me just look at the scores. We've only had a couple of jokers being used, but the scores range from everybody's in the sort of 10s, 15s, 16s, that kind of area. A couple in the 20s and one up in the 30s. But we have a lot of jokers riding. A couple on the science and a couple on the potluck. And the way that the music's going to go, I think it's not going to be a clean sweep. So we shall see. 1970. And was our answer. What? Yes, HP. Oh, yes, 1970 was not the correct answer, mate. In the Heat of the Night was 1967. So there we go. All right, guys, here we are. 10 questions on science before we move to a little break, and then we can have the music round. That's where we are. They call me Mr. Tibbs, yes. Was that the actual name of the sequel? Because if so, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, guys. Doesn't matter how much I like a line of a film. It makes no difference to your ability to answer these next 10 questions, because the next 10 questions, you've not seen them. You're about to hear them. So prick up your ears and listen very carefully. Are you ready? Number 1. Sorry? What? In Einstein's famous equation... Was that a seagull? See, we've got seagulls coming in, eating the cat food. Number 1. In Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared, what does the letter C represent? Come on, that's too easy, isn't it? That's too easy. In Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared. What does the letter C represent, ladies and gentlemen? You tell me. You tell me, because that's how these things work. Cheers. Number 2. I love this question because of Magic the Gathering. Ichthyology. 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 ICTHYOLOgy. Ichthyology is the branch of biology devoted to the study of what? Ichthyology. How many times can I say ichthyology? Ichthyology is the branch of biology devoted to the study of what? I'll give you a clue. It's, it's biology. Number 3. That's the thing. When you have the windows open, you can hear like people, babies crying, fucking children, bloody loud all the time. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3. This is the first of a couple of questions, 3 of them. What S for Sierra? What S for Sarah's Sierra describes the process of changing directly from a solid to a gas without entering the liquid phase? GCSE Science! What S describes the process of changing directly from a solid to a gas but without the liquid phase? Usually, obviously, it's solid, melts, and then if it gets hotter, it evaporates. But what if you go straight from a solid to a gas? What is the process called? It begins with the letter S for Sierra. Number 4. What R for Romeo? For roll me another cigarette, Sarah. Describes the change in direction of wave propagation due to a change in its transmission medium. Listen, it's fine, it's okay. What R for Romeo describes the change in direction of wave propagation due to change in its transmission medium. So what R describes the change of direction of a wave due to a change in what it's going through? To help you out there, if you needed help, you probably didn't need help. You didn't need help. But I gave you help anyway. We thought you might need it. Number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 5. The last one of the letters, if you like. Question 5. What U for... What is U? Uniform. What U for uniform? Please iron my uniform, Sarah. Is the medical term for the conic projection hanging from the soft palate at the back of the mouth. Not that bit. In your mouth. What U for uniform is the medical term for the conic projection hanging from the soft palate at the back of the mouth. So what? It begins with U. What is the dangly bit in the back of your gob called? Yes, well done. Number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Number 6. In medicine, what single word is abbreviated as ECG? There are a couple of takes on it. There are a couple of different words you can use, so I'll accept a few. But in medicine, what single word is abbreviated as ECG, Echo, Charlie, Golf? ECG. What does ECG stand for? I did not get these questions off University Challenge. They are just worded in such a way. In a way. They're not that difficult when you think about them, and when you hear the answers, if you've not got the right answer, you're going to kick yourself. You're going to kick yourself in the dangly bit in the back of your mouth. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Question 7. What is a more common name for the medical term myopia? What is a more common name for the medical term myopia? Come on, that one is very easy. Not difficult. They're not that difficult. I'll go through them again. That was number 7. Number 8, ladies and gentlemen. There, some of them are quite difficult. Number 8. Number 8. What chemical element? What chemical element or what substance, what chemical element takes its name from the ancient Greek word for pale green? What chemical element takes... I was just looking around for a periodic table. You'd think I'd have one, and I do, but it's not up. What chemical element takes its name from the ancient Greek word for pale green? Again. Deary me. Come on, guys. You just got to take the little bit that you think of, and then you get the answer. You'll get it. I'm sure. I think some of you are going to do very well here, and I think everyone's going to do pretty good. Number 9. Listen carefully. We've got one of these wonderful spell out questions. What 6-letter word? 6 letters can be spelt out using the chemical symbols in this order. For silver. So the 2-letter chemical symbol for silver. Silver, rhenium, and einsteinium. It's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. As soon as you get silver, you should be able to get the rest. Silver, rhenium, and einsteinium. So obviously each one has 2 letters in their chemical symbol. Silver, rhenium, einsteinium. And it spells out a 6-letter word. What is it? Nice and easy. Number 10, finally, ladies and gentlemen. And then you can all go for a wee. Number 10. And I'm going to give you some choices on this one. Rounded to the nearest million. How many million meters does light travel in 1 second? In a vacuum. You don't need to know it's in a vacuum, but it is. So rounded to the nearest million, how many million meters does light travel in 1 second? How many million meters in 1 second? Is it 3 million meters? 30 million meters? 300 million meters? Or 3,000 million meters? So how far does light travel in 1 second? Is it 3 million meters, 30, 300, or 3,000 million meters? Every single one of those choices is a fucking long way. But which is it? 3, 30, 300, or 3,000 million meters? It's bonkers, isn't it, when you think about it? It is bonkers. Bonkers. I'll go through those again. Here we go. I'm going to go through them not slowly, but with a little bit more, if I can, with a bit more panache. Number 1. In Einstein's famous equation E = mc squared, what does the letter C represent? Number 2. Ichthyology. Ichthyology. I-C-T-H-Y. Ichthyology is the branch of biology devoted to the study of what? Number 3. What S for Sierra describes the process from changing from a solid to a gas, missing out the liquid stage? Number 4. What R for Romeo describes the change in the direction of a wave due to a change in what the wave goes through. Number 5. What U is the medical term for the dangly bit at the back of your mouth? Number 6. In medicine, what single word is abbreviated as ECG? Number 7. What is the more common term or name for myopia? Number 8. What chemical element takes its name from the ancient Greek for pale green? Number 9. What 6-letter word can be spelt out using the chemical symbols in this order for silver, rhenium, and einsteinium? And number 10, to the nearest million, how many million meters does light travel in 1 second? Is it 3, 30, 300, or 3,000 million meters? I mean, that is pretty far, isn't it? It beggars belief. I will pop your pickies back up so you can have a little cry into your arms. Before we mark these, that's what we'll do. Well, I've done that now. Why is that not? Ooh, not sure what's happened there. Didn't quite work, did it? There you go. That's better. It wouldn't let me see my taskbar guy. I couldn't see what's going on. So there are your pictures. There we are, guys. So we're going to mark this science round, and they're not the majority of these answers you know them. So I'm confident of that. How confident are you on these musical duos? As I said, I think all of you will get over 10 straight away, and then you'll be working on another 5, and then there'll be like 5 that you'll be like, what the frick are these? And then I think some of them you'll peg them off. You'll pick them off. You'll pick them off. Yeah, look at them. Yep. You got them. You got them. Sort of. God, some people. It's funny how styles change, isn't it? Very funny how styles change. All right, guys, we come back. We're coming back. We're coming back into the room. All right. All right, let's go. Here we go then. Here are the answers to your science round. You're about to get 10 out of 10. Here we are. You ready? Question 1. In Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared, what does c represent? The speed of light, which you will know how fast that is when I tell you question 10. Number 2, ichthyology is the study of biology, is the branch of biology devoted to studying fish. Fish. Ichthyology. Number 3, what S for Sierra describes the process of changing from a solid to a gas without going through a liquid stage is sublimation. Sublimation. Number 4, what R describes the change in direction due to a change in transmission medium of a wave? It is refraction. Refraction is what it is. Goes in like that, and then if it hits water, it goes like that. Number 5, the medical term for the soft dangly bit at the back of your throat is the uvula. Uvula. U-V-U-L-A. Uvula. Or uvula. Uvula. It's the uvula. Uvula. Number 6, ECG is in an abbreviation is abbreviated from a single word, which is either electrocardiogram or electrocardiology or electrocardiograph or electrocardiography, whatever. It's electrocardiograph. That's what I want. Number 7, the more common name for myopia is short-sightedness, nearsightedness, short-sightedness. Number 8, what chemical element takes its name from the ancient Greek for pale green? Chlorine. Even sort of looks pale green, doesn't it? Number 9, what 6-letter word can be spelt out using the symbols for silver, rhenium, and einsteinium? Silver is Ag. Rhenium is RE. And Einsteinium is ES. And the word is agrees. It agrees with me. Number 10. How many million meters does light travel in 1 second? 330, 300 or 3,000 million meters. It is 300 million meters per second. Light travels at 300 million meters per second. Whew. Who got the trundle wheel out? And so, you know what I mean? Number 1, speed of light. Number 2, fish. Number 3, sublimation. Number 4, refraction. Number 5, uvula. Number 6, electrocardiogram or electrocardiograph. Number 7, short-sightedness or nearsightedness. Number 8, chlorine. Number 9, agrees. Number 10, 300. How did we do, ladies and gentlemen? 20 out of 20 for the scientists. Well done. Unit 4, 7 out of 10 is not bad at all. And 8 out, look at you all saying it was hard and you all got 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Look at you. 16. Well done, Rapid Tranks. 16. 8 out of 10 doubled up. 7 for the Bella Flexone. Fantastic. 4 for the Mountaineers. No problem. Not a bother. 7 for the Foxy Ladies. Und de Hound. 4 for the Quarantine, Sarah and her daughter. What about the bookends, please? And what about the originals? How do we do? Bookends and originals? Let's see, please. What scores did you get? Come on now. No hiding. Let's get it done. Come on. What scores did you get here, please? Mick, what did you get? Jenny, what did you get? And the bookends. Please send me your scores. 6 for the originals. Well done. And the bookends. How did we do? How do we do, bookends? 10 with no help from you. Well done. I told you they weren't as difficult as you thought. If you knew them, you knew them. That's just the way any of these questions work. We now have a couple of teams in the 30s. We have a couple of teams in the 40s. We have loads of teams in the 20s. And we have a couple of teams in the teens. Guys, we're going to have a little break. We're going to have a 5-minute break. Go and do what you need to do. I am going to go and have a wee because that's what I like to do. I'm going to put your pictures up so you can see. I'm going to come back and be ready at 10 past 8. So you have 5 minutes from now. Please go and do what you're doing. Do well. Be nice. Are you seeing what I'm seeing you're seeing? Yes, you are. I'll put on a little bit of musica for you just so you can have a little play. There's your pictures. I will see you in 5 minutes' time. I'll be back in 3, probably. Alrighty do. Alright. Vex on the field. Okay, I'm back. Who else is back? Who else is back, ladies and gentlemen? Ah, goodness. So, what's happened to this thunderstorm then that's supposed to be heading our way? I'm not getting thundered on. I'm not getting lightning on. Anybody else getting any thunder? Thundercats. Right, let's just see what these other ones were that we needed. Okay. Originals, good one. Just checking these now so I can get into them. That's number 9. Well done. And then the bookends have gone for 55. Ba-ba-da-da-ba. Ah, that one's already been done. So, I'm going to go with the Quarantines, which was 264. Which is brilliant. Okay, I've got all the songs ready, guys. They are here. Sorry, Bookends, your number 55 was already picked. Well, it was close enough picked. 56 by Bellaflex. So I've gone to the next one. It's gone quiet. It's not quiet, believe me. Don't worry. So, guys, let me know when you're back. I think we're back. It's 10 minutes past 8. We said 10 minutes is all we were going to give. We don't give too much more here. You know what I mean? You can't give everything. So, the garden does need the rain. Has anybody else got like a... does anybody else have a, like a sprinkler system? I have a sprinkler system. Not a sprinkler system, but on the end of the thing. And the grass, the lawns really... They're so much better after you give them a good old sprinkling. Strange, we haven't had any sort of... we haven't had any hosepipe bans or anything like that, have we? Maybe it's going to get hotter. We're all back, guys. I think we're all back. So I'm going to start the first song pretty damn sharpish. We have all 10. I was just about to tell you what the first one was. The first one is picked by the Muesli Mountaineers, number 333. So this is song number 1. Let's do it. I haven't even picked up the ukulele, but let's do it. Let's see what we got, shall we? Here we go. Pardon me. I'm going to sit on this little cushion as well, just to raise myself up a little bit. Just so I'm a bit higher up. I don't know. Just see if that helps. Look at that. Look at it. Love it. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for the music. Is it still in tune, do you think? The bird song. Have you noticed, guys, the bird song is so much more... For me, it's so much more prominent. I can just hear it so much more. Look at that bad boy. That is such a good ukulele. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1. Song number 1. Picked by the Mueslis. Goes like this. Like a Marley and a Dietrich, and you dance like Zizi Jamel. Your clothes are all made by Belmont. There are diamonds and pearls in your hair. Yes, there are. You live in a fancy apartment on the boulevard Saint Michel, where you keep your Rolling Stones records and a friend of Sasha Distel. Yes, you are. That was number 1, the Muesli's song. Ah ha ha ha, Sarah as well. I think that's one of my favourite songs of all time. Next one is picked by the LTS youth team, and it is this. There it is. Let's do it. That's wrong. Okay, here we go. walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, and it's a home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street. Nearly sang the name of the song there, ladies and gentlemen. I was just about to sing it, but you can't do that. No, sir, you can't do that. Next one, number 3. Here we go. Is 198. Where is it? Pow, 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 pow. I walk alone. Exactly, Sarah. Well done. Well done. You're desperate to get out, aren't you? You are fucking desperate. Desperate to not be cooped up in the house. I love it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Number 3 goes like this. She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that this girl's gonna make me fall. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, but she'll take away your pain. Come on! Upside, inside out. Oh, Christ. That was number 3. Very nice. Good pick. Good pick. Next one, number 62. This is from Amaze. Here we go. Number 62 goes like this. Okay, here we go. Came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case, I'll have a rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna... Nice. You got it. Next one, picked by the Foxy Ladies. Und drunter. I am bloedhunter. He might not be a bloodhound. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The next one is this. Here it goes. Great song picked by the Foxies. Let me just work out how to play this. Okay, here we go. Okay. City dweller, successful fella, thought to himself, oops, I've got a lot of money, caught in a rat race terminally. I'm a professional cynic, but my heart's not in it. I'm paying the price for living life at the limit. Caught up in a century's anxiety, it's a praise on him. Sketching thin, so simple, lives in a box under the stairs in the city. Next one, the Super 6. This is number 6. The Super 6 have picked 2, 2, 3. Where does this one go? Let's have a look. Oh God, hold on. Okay. Baby, that's for sure. You rip me up, you spread me all around in the dust of beat up time. And this is not a case of lust, you see. It's not a matter of you versus me. It's a fine way you want me on your own, but in the end it's all okay. It's so difficult to sing that without singing the name of the song. But that was a good one, Super 6. Nice one. That was number 6. Number 7. Bella Flex have picked out. Bella Flex, the Welsh Wizard, and the Angelina Special one have picked out number 56. And it is this. Is it? Yep, okay. Right, here we go. This is number 7. No, it goes like this. A child arrived just the other day. He came in the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away. He's talking for I knew it, and he greeted and said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. The sun turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. Got a lot to do. He said, well, that's okay. He walked away and he smiled and he said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah. You know I'm gonna be like him. Well, he came home from college just the other day, so much like a man, and I had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Could you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? Great song. I played too much of it because I liked it. That's what you get. That was number 8 minus 1. That was number 7. Nice pick by the Bella Flex. Next one, number 8, is the Rapid Tranks. And they've picked 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 was here with one of my friends here. 2, 3, 4. We're here. Where's the song? What is it? 2, 3, 4. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. This one goes like this, ladies and gentlemen. We would be warm below the storm in our little hideaway beneath the waves, resting our head on the seabed in a someplace you don't know, in a cave. We would sing and dance around because we know we can't be found. I'd like to be under the sea. If you could see my wife, what she was doing, well, I wouldn't put it on this show. Let's put it that way. That was number 8. Well done, Rapids. That was a super pick. What do we got now? We've got our originals. Jenny and Mick have picked out 44. What is 44? What is the number 44? Here we go. Yes, classic. Okay. Goes like this. There's dancing behind movie scenes, behind the movie scenes. Sally Rani, she's the one that keeps the dream alive, from the morning past the evening to the end of the light. Great song! LJ, yes, my wife, she opened the door and started dancing to... Oh, I nearly said the name. Well done. Great pick there by the originals. And lastly, the last one is the Quarantines 264. 264. Here we go. I think I've been a little bit more switched on this week. 264. Hold on, it's not that, is it? No, it's here. Here we go. Last one, ladies and gentlemen, number 10, as picked by the quarantine, goes like this. Donnie, gotta let me know. If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you gotta let me know. It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day is fine, the next is black. So if you want me off your back, well, come on, let me know. Look at that. Ukulele for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I got up. I've been sat on that knee the whole time. My reactions are really good. See that? Very good. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. 10 songs for you. As played and sang by me. And one of them as danced by my wife, who is no longer there. The door's shut, but she was there. You just couldn't see her. But I could see her. Through me nose. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you your pictures so you can have a little look. Bish, bash, bosh. Now, you're only going to see this one more time. One more time. You're only going to see this one more time, ladies and gentlemen, after the potluck round. So, please make sure you've got the majority of these done. You know what you're doing. Nothing is going to cause you abject terror in the last few minutes of the quiz, because nobody wants to feel abject terror just at any time, but particularly not towards the end of the quiz. No way. I just took a big slug of the Brothers Grimm, which was a new one that I just made. Right, I'm going to bring you back. Bish, bosh, bash. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The answers to the music round. Number 1. Look, this is the first bits up. Oh, look, I'm giving you the answers. Here we go. Number 1. Picked by the Muesli Mountaineers was Where Do You Go To, My Lovely by Peter Sarstedt. This must be one of the best songs ever made, ever. Number 2, picked by LTS Youth Team, was The Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Number 3, picked by Unit 4, Ruth and John and Ben and Andy, was Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin, which is the song that I learnt how to merengue to. So, number 4, picked by Maze, Ian, Elaine and Tina this week, Common People by Pulp. Common People by Pulp. You've got to do the leg kick. You've got to go. Number 5, Man of Many Talents. Number 5 was picked by the Foxy Ladies und Hunde, and it was Country House by Blur. Does anybody do any dancing? If anybody wants a merengue dance partner. Number 6 was picked by the Super 6, and it was the brilliant My Favourite Game by the Cardigans. Number 7, picked by Bella Flex, The Welsh Wizard and Angelina of My Dreamers. It was Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, but it was also by Ugly Kid Joe as well, but it was Harry who did the original. Number 8, which was picked by Rapid Tranks, Robin, Kate and Co., was the brilliant Octopus's Garden by the Beatles. We got a Beatles in. Well done. Well picked. Number 9, picked by Jenny and Mick. Brilliant song. So much fun to play that on the ukulele. Brimful of Asher. Brimful of Asher by Corner Shop. And lastly, number 10, the classic picked by the Quarantine, Sarah and Hope. And it was Should I Stay or Should I Go? A more apt song for the times of Noor. I'll go through those again. Number 1, Where Do You Go To, My Lovely Peter Sardstedt. Number 2, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Number 3, Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. Number 4, Pulp, Common People. Number 5, Blur, Country House. Number 6, My Favourite Game by the Cardigans. Number 7, Cats in the Cradle, Harry Chapin or Ugly Kid Joe. Number 8, Octopus's Garden by the Beatles. Number 9, Brimful of Asher, Corner Shop. Number 10, Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. How did you do? Should you stay or should you go? Well, I think you should all stay because there's one more round. But how did you do? Let me see your scores. Thriving through like a thriven. Very good. 18, Ruth and the rest of Unit 4. 19 for the Mueslis. Bang on their music. Nice, nice, nice. 17 for Amaze. Well done, guys. Nice high scoring. 19 for Bellaflex. What did you get wrong, guys? What question did you get wrong? I'm interested. 18 for the Quarantine. Wie gut, wie geht's? Gut und danke. No, gut und du. Okay, 18. Very good. 20 for the LTS boys. They got the lot. Smashed it. Well done. 20 for the Foxies and the Hound. They got the lot. Smashed it. Well done. 18 for the Bookends. What did you get wrong, guys? 19 for the Tranks. What did you guys get wrong? It's weird when you only get one wrong. 20 for the Super Sixes. Well done. Mega high scoring. All around. Just waiting for yours, Jenny and Mick. What did you get, please? 18. Well done, guys. You've smashed it. What did you get wrong? Which one was the one that was causing you issues, everybody? Because everybody got them all right pretty much, but everybody sort of got one wrong or two wrong. What was the one that everybody... Harry Chapin Jr. Yeah, all right, Sarah. Yeah, you can stay in. Even when lockdown, you can stay in. Any more? We didn't know the Cardigans for... Yeah, that's cool. We got no number 1 wrong. The artist for... what was it? What was number 1? Peter Sardstedt, guys, from now on. You've got to now know that the mustachioed Peter Sardstedt, that's the only song he's known for. So now you will know. Yes, now you know. Very good. Missed Harry Chapin, Cardigans, yeah, there you go. The Cardigans, that was one. All the rest of them, you should have got them. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just have a look, shall we? We got some 60s, we got 50s, we got 30s, and we got a couple of 40s. There are still schmelling good areas of things to do. So there's lots of jokers left is what I mean. Here we go. The last round, pot luck, the lucky pot. How lucky is it going to be? Questions taken from the 4 corners of the quiz world. Here we go. Number 1. This question is taken from history. Sorry, but it sort of is. Question number 1 in pot luck, the lucky pot. Here we go. In which European country did the bonfire of the Vanities take place in February 1497? Who was that? In which country, which European country, no less, did the bonfire of the Vanities take place in 1497. So in which European country did the bonfire of the Vanities take place in 1497? Number 2. What Italian car maker has a scorpion as its logo? What Italian car manufacturer has a scorpion as its logo? Number 3. Most successful in the late 80s and early 90s Of what British band is Marty Pellow the lead? Marty Pellow is the lead singer of what band? Is that one easy enough? Number 4. Bloody Marty Pellow. Number 4. What film actors 1980s credits include Peggy Sue Got Married, Raising Arizona, and Moonstruck? What film actors 1980s credits, so films that they made in the 80s, included Peggy Sue Got Married, Raising Arizona, and Moonstruck? Swayed for number 4. What was number 4? Common People. Oh, and you got the Ugly Kid Joe. Yes, very good, very good. Harry Chapin versus Different Fish. Sarah's a different fish, isn't she? Number 6 minus 1. Number 5. A bit of geography for you. What American state, what US state, what state in the United States is nicknamed the Beaver State? So what American state, what US state is nicknamed the Beaver State? Number 6. Number 6, art and literature. Culture. In the comic... No, joking. By what name is Wordsworth's poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud commonly known? So what do we commonly know? Wordsworth's poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. What do we all call it? What is it called? What is its unofficial title? Just like Joseph Merrick's unofficial title is John Merrick. So, by what name is William Wordsworth's poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud commonly known? Number 7. Who was the first wife of both George Harrison and Eric Clapton? She liked a twanger. Who was the first wife of both George Harrison and Eric Clapton? Dearie me. This next question is so good. Question number 8. Entertainment. You can only name 2, so only write down 2. You can only choose 2. Name any 2 of the 3 actors who played the titular men in the film from the 80s, 3 Men and a Baby. Now, I'll give you a clue. The baby, I'm not going to give you any clues. No. Not giving you any clues. You can only write down 2 names. If you write more than 2 names, you get no points. And there's only 1 point to get. But you need 2 of the 3 actors. So you can only write 2 names down. Name any 2 of the 3 actors who played the titular men in the film 3 Men and a Baby. What a great film. I haven't seen that film in ages. I was getting a little bit confused there with another film, but I'm alright now. Number 9. Jarlsberg cheese. Some call it Jarlsberg. Jarlsberg. You got any of that Jarlsberg cheese? Some people call it Jarlsberg. Some people call it Jarlsberg. But anyway, Jarlsberg cheese originates from what country? So where does Jarlsberg cheese? I kind of gave it away there. Where does Jarlsberg cheese come from? Just give it away. Just idiot. Number 10. Number 10. I can't believe I would do this. I do this for fun. I mean, what the fuck is this? Number 10. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, your last question. In this year, come on, we love these. In this year, listen very carefully. I will give you I'll give you 2 years either way. I'm going to give you 2 years either way. You've got a 5-year spread. Here we go. In this year, Walt Disney's Peter Pan premiered around the globe. The American Senator John F. Kennedy married Jacqueline Le Bouvier. And Laos and Cambodia became independent from France. What year? Peter Pan! The Walt Disney, a blockbuster, was premiered around the world. The American Senator John F. Kennedy married Jacqueline Le Bouvier. And Laos and Cambodia became independent from français. What year was it? And because I'm a genuine, fuck, I'm going to give you 2 years either side. You can have 2 years either way. There you go. Okay, here we go. Number 1, I'm going to give it to you again. In what European country did the bonfire of the Vanities take place in 1497? Number 2, what Italian car maker has a scorpion as its logo? Number 3, most successful in... Fuck's sake. Marty Pello is the lead singer of what British band? Number 4, what film actors' 80s credits include Peggy Sue Got Married, Raising Arizona, and Moonstruck? Number 5, what American state is nicknamed the Beaver State? Number 6, by what name is Wordsworth's poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud commonly known? Number 7, who was the first wife of both George Harrison and Eric Clapton? Number 8, name any 2 of the 3 actors who played the titular men in the 80s film 3 Men und eine Baby. And number 9, Jarlsberg or Jarlsberg cheese originates from which country? And lastly, number 10, and you can have 2 years either side. In this year, what year was it? Peter Pan, Walt Disney's Peter Pan premiered around the world. The American Senator John F. Kennedy married Jacqueline Le Bouvier. And Laos and Cambodia became independent from France. What year was that? And you can have 2 years either way because I am a soft touch, ladies and gentlemen. I am a soft touch. I would love to meet LJ. She nearly came in. That baby is nearly 40. Here we go. Your pictures are coming. Pictures are coming. There they are. Are they there? I always have to check to make sure. This is the last time you're going to see the pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Going to do a little bit of California Games hacky sack. Oh my god, I did it! I did a jester. It's very good. Okay, you've literally got 30 seconds on this, and that's the last chance saloon. My badgers, my beavers, my otters, and my weevils. You can choose which one of those 4 you'd like to be, which mug you would like to put yourself in. Don't worry, the mugs are big. Some of the mugs are huge. Badgers, beavers, otters, and weevils. Okay, it's time, isn't it? It's time to get out of the house, I expect. You know, maybe... Is normality resumed yet? Is it? Does it exist anymore? Is it the same? Will it ever be the same? Will we truly ever be the same? Is anyone ever the same? Don't know. Is the answer, I suppose. Right. Like 5 seconds. That's it. No more. You can't see any more of that because it's going to go. But I will tell you the answers to these 10 lucky pot questions. And here we go. LJ's great. Normal. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Do you know what I miss? I miss, you know what? Don't tell LJ. She can hear me. She stood right there. But I miss hugging people. Here we are, the answers to the potluck round. Number 1. Which European country did the bonfire of the Vanities take place? In 1497. How long ago? It was in Italy. You know, those of you who know the way I run the quiz, the way I compile and curate the quiz. The next question is, question 2. What Italian car maker, do you see what it did? God. What Italian car maker has a scorpion as its logo? It is Abarth. It's like a, what is it, red and, is it yellow and red and black and then the scorpion? The Abarth. Number 3, most successful in the late 80s and early 90s. Marty Pello is the lead singer of Wet, Wet, Wet. Number 4, the actors' credits from the 80s. Peggy Sue Got Married, Raising Arizona and Moonstruck is Nicolas Cage. Number 5, pardon me, what US state is nicknamed the Beaver State? It is Oregon. Oregon is the Beaver State. Number 6, Wordsworth's poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud is more commonly known as Daffodils. And number 7, but who was the first wife of both George Harrison and Eric Clapton? It was Pattie Boyd. Pattie Boyd. Number 8, any 2 of the 3 actors who played the men in 3 Men and a Baby. You can only have written 2. If you wrote more than 2, you immediately score nothing because you're cheating. Steve Guttenberg. What happened to him after Police Academy? Tom Selleck and Ted Danson. 3 classics. 3 classics. Steve Guttenberg, Tom Selleck, and Ted Danson. Jesus Christ in a fucking bucket. Number 9. Jarlsberg originates from Norway. And a bloody nice cheese it is too. And number 10. I give you 2 years either way. What year did these things happen? Peter Pan premiered around the world. JFK married Jacqueline Le Bouvier. And Laos and Cambodia became independent from France. It was 1953. 1953. And you can have 2 years either way. So anything from 51 to 55, you will get that correct. I'll go through those again, but fire your answers like BB guns into my chest of impenetrable steel. Number 1, Italy. Number 2, Abarth. Number 3, Wet, Wet, Wet. Number 4, Nicolas Cage. Number 5, Oregon. Number 6, Daffodils. Number 7, Pattie Boyd. Number 8, 2 of Steve Guttenberg, Tom Selleck, Ted Danson. Number 9, Norway. And number 10, 1953, with 2 years either side. How did you fare, ladies and gentlemen? No way. Excellent scoring from Bella Flex. 18, 9, double to 18. Smash that out the park. 8 double to 16 for Amaze. Well done, guys. 16. Fucking riding a bloody fucking lawnmower. Fucking pound. 10 for the Super 6. All of them correct. How many people have you got on your team, Emily? Ruth 7, 14 with the Joker. Very good. Nice high scores here, ladies and German measles. 4 for the Rapids. Potluck has stitched you up. 18 for the Foxies. Well done. That is another 9 doubled up. 10 out of 10 for the LTS boys. Is there really just 2 of you? 5 for Mick and Jenny. Well done, well done, well done. 8 double to 16 for the Mueslies. Very nice. And 10 with our Joker. Yes, of course it is. I actually only had 5 written in there. Very nice. 8 for the Quarantine. Thank you very much, guys. Bookends 20 with Joker. Thanks to Barry's Italian car knowledge and Thelma's JFK fandom. Ha! Well done. Well, we now have a very close-knit race. I think we have 3 or 4 near the top. It's more like 3, but that's all right. LTS are cyborgs. So there's only 4 of you, Emily. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Your picture round. I'm going to show you it because I've got to show you it one more time. I can't not because I love it. I like to give you the opportunity to look at the screens that I'd done, what I wanted done concoct. But then I've done it in a way that it's not working, is it? That's better. Here we go. Look, there you are. Look, you can have a look now. There it is. There it is. Right. You've literally got 10 seconds. If you think of something else, write it down. These for me, number 16. That's a tricky one. Another tricky one, I think, is this one. That's tricky for me. And another tricky one I thought for me was number 8. So for me, the difficult ones were 8, 16, and 19. I would have got all of the others. I would have got 17 on my little Todness. How did you do? How did you do? Let's find out, shall we? Yes, we shall. Here we go. The answers, ladies and gentlemen. Cyborgs. Oh, and Paula's husband James is there. Very good, very good. That's an advantage. No, very good. LTS. What does LTS stand for? You're asking the LTS boys what LTS stands for. They don't know. They've got no idea. Right, the answers to the picture round. Here we go. Number 1. Everybody, I think, may have got crisscross. Very good. Number 2 is the Osmonds. Well, it's certainly 2 of the Osmonds, but I will just accept the Osmonds because it's only 2 of them. 3 is Journey South. Did anybody get Journey South for number 3? Famous band. Number 4, famous band PJ and Duncan. I used to be able to do that. I'm not doing it. Number 5, Simon and Garfunkel. You know, we're putting Simon and Garfunkel in with Journey South. I mean, number 6, Chaz and Dave, clearly. Number 7, Pet Shop Boys. Number 8, I would have got this wrong. It is Donnie and Marie, but yes. Number 8, Dollar. Dollar is what that is. Dollar. Number 9 is H and Claire from Steps, but I'm going to accept Steps. If you put Steps, I'll accept it. It is Donnie and Marie. Yeah, Osmond. Yes, it is. But I'm going to accept Osmonds, the Osmonds. I'm going to accept it. I know it's not all of the Osmonds, but I'm going to accept it. That's just the way it is. I'm also going to accept for number 9 Steps, but it's not Steps. It's H and Claire from Steps, but I will accept Steps. I'm not trying to, guys. I'm trying to make you have fun. I'm trying to not make it so, regimented and draconian. You know what I mean? Number 10 is Go West. I'm sure somebody would have got Go West. I certainly wouldn't have got Go West. Number 11 is Bros. And I'm sure you would have got Bros. Number 12. Yeah, I don't think I would have got this. It's Peters and Lee. Peters and Lee. I wouldn't have got it. Number 13 is the Proclaimers. Two men who have aged impeccably. Because when they were that age, no good. But now, they're not good, but they're not like that. Number 14, Mel and Kim. Hey? Mel and Kim. They were very good. Number 15 is Wham! Blind if you didn't. Sarah, you're so cruel. You're so cruel. This is why you aren't allowed out. Even when the lockdown's lifted, you're staying at home. Number 16. Now, did anybody get this one? These were a bonkers band, but they're called Tattoo. T-A-T-U. That barking mad weird people. Didn't like Lester Crunch Plunkett or Oliver Letwin or somebody get involved with it. Was it them? I don't know. Anyway, they're called Tattoo. Number 17 was Roxette. Now I look at that picture and I know it's Roxette. Of course it's Roxette. Sunglasses. Blonde hair. Number 18 was the Righteous Brothers. Number 19, I would have got this, was the Eurythmics. And number 20, hopefully most of you would have got Tears for Fears. Well done for getting Tattoo, Ruth. That's fantastic. Shout your answers if you got them, but I'll go through them again. Number 1, Crisscross. Number 2, it is Danny and Marie Osmond, but I'm going to accept Osmonds as long as you put Osmond. Number 3 is Journey South. Number 4 is PJ and Duncan. Number 5 is Simon and Garfunkel. 6, Chaz and Dave. 7, Pet Shop Boys. $8. 9 is H and Claire from Steps. 10 is Go West. 11 is Bros. 12, Peters and Lee. 13, The Proclaimers. 14, Mel and Kim. 15, Wham! 16 is Tattoo. 17 is Roxette. 18 is Righteous Brothers. 19, Eurythmics. 20 is Tears for Fears. Cheeky Girls. Of course it was the Cheeky Girls. You're right. Tattoo weren't much better. Okay, how do we do? Lembit Opic. 17 for the units. Very nice. We've got some high scores coming through. 17 for them. 17 for the Rapids. Well done, guys. You've all done very well. Loved them. 18 for the LTS boys. 18 for the LTS boys. 17 for Bellaflex. Well done, guys. You're smashing this shit out. I would only have got about 15, I think. 18 for the Supers. Sexies. You're thinking of the Cheeky Girls. I am. 15 for the Mueslis. Well done, guys. That's about where I was. I'll join your team. 16 for Quarantine. I don't believe Sarah. She is a lying whip monkey. Bookends. Didn't get Journey South. 19, though, Bookends. Blimey, that's the most so far. Well done. 16 for the Originals. Well done, guys. I thought you would have struggled with these. 20. The Girls and the Hound have smashed out the top score there. Big time. Now we have something going on. All the scores are in. I have everything. It's done. All added up. Who knows why? But it is where we are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a little rundown of the scores in no particular order other than the fact that we're going to go from last to first. So in that case, there is an order. A particular order. And in last place, earning the wooden spoon this week, give it up for my very dear friends, Ian, Elaine and Tina with Amaze and 59 points. Please give them a round of applause. They deserve it. Well done. Closely followed with 61, it is Mick and Jen with the Original 61 points. Well done, guys. I'm clapping here. £70 points. One more. If not, 71. We have the Muesli Mountaineers with 70 points. We have the Rapid Tranks with 70 points. And we have the Quarantine, Sarah and Hope with 70 points. 3 teams. Sarah and Hope got 71. But I tried to amalgamate them all into the same, and I failed miserably. But give them a round of applause anyway. 74 points. Unit 4. And there were 4 of them this time. The original Unit 4, 74 points. And they did very, very well. And what is going on with this tablet? It's doing something weird. Only 3 more points. It is Bella Flex, Carol and Paul and Mark and Angie. 77 points. But what a year. Know what I'm saying? Very good. Which leads us to the top 4. And in 4th place, despite a couple of top shop, double top 20s with 84 points, it is the Foxy ladies and the Hound, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a round of applause, taking the 4th spot. I like the way that the top 4 is split 2 and 2 with the Saltdean crew and the Kemp crew. I'm liking it. Oh, hold on. Ian is quite right. He's saying 67. 16, Ian. Hold on. 16. Did you get 16 for your pictures? Dude, you didn't get 67. You got 75. I hadn't added in. Yours was the only one that I hadn't actually put in. You got 75 points. Amaze did very well with 75 points. In fact, I would suggest they came in 6th place, which is exactly where they came. Sorry, guys. I didn't actually put in your last. I just totally disregarded your picture round, which is not very fair, is it? Not very fair. But anyway, let's get back to the top 4. And in 4th place, it was the Foxy Ladies in the Hand with 84 points. In 3rd place, we flip back over to the Kemp lot with 89 points. It is the Bookends. 89 points coming in 3rd place. And in this amount of people, both the Foxy Ladies and the Bookends, if we had done an amalgamated real quiz, you would have been in the real money zone. Real money zone. Which takes us to the top 2. Who would have believed? The Super 6 and the LTS Youth Squad. Kemp Town versus Saltdean. Who wins? You decide. You don't decide. It's been decided. In 2nd place with 91 points, it is the Super 6 on the side of the Saltdean Massive, which means the winners of this week's quiz with 94 points. It is the boys from the LTS youth team. Well done to you. The winning mantle goes back and forth like so many weavers in a loom shop. Does that work as an analogy? Well done indeed. Okay, but guys, well done to LTS. Well done to the Super 6 for coming 2nd. Well done to the Bookends for 3rd. And the Foxy Ladies for 4th. Bella Flex 5th. Amaze 6th. And Unit 4 7th. And then Quarantine. Rapid Tranks. Muesli's. And then the Originals. All of you are close to my heart. But you all know that is not the end of the quiz, because there is the kudos quiz winning question, which is the most important thing of the week. And here it comes. What does LTS stand for? They don't know. They don't know. They are part of the LTS team in Kemp Town, but the 2 people who play usually on the LTS team who created the name, it's actually only one of them, Steve. They don't do this thing, so they don't know what it is. But I do. But that's all right. Here we go. I'm going to flip the screen. The screen is flipped. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all well know, you have to focus. See where I'm highlighting all of this stuff? This is where you have to focus. Lunar tracking satellite. You have to focus down here. This is where the winner's name will appear when I ask this question. And the question is this. For the kudos quiz winning show. I've just opened up that for some reason. I don't need to. Here it is. In the Shakespeare play, Romeo and Juliet. Bless you. The play is set in which Italian city? Romeo and Juliet is set in which Italian city? Please tell me now. Please tell me now. Tom Hay from the Hay LTS Youth Team Squad, Verona, is correct. Everybody else comes through with Verona, 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 close square bracket, April. Thank you very much. Arezzo, Ali is fine. Yeah, that's good. Is that Verona in Italian? I'm not sure it is. But well done to LTS. Not only did they win the quiz by 3 points, they also won the kudos quiz winning question by at least 1 second. That's how that worked, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to all of you. We're still here. The thunderstorm has not come. Maybe it will come in the night as you're dreaming. Who knows? Not me for one. For now I must close my eyes and turn all of this paraphernalia off and go and have some food. Until next time, guys, stay safe, remain vigilant and alert. Good night.